Hi, welcome to Straight Talk. Today we're going to introduce you to several mentoring programs for girls in the Baltimore area. Mentoring means a lot of different things, and we're going to learn about these great programs, what they offer. So if you know a young girl who wants to be involved in a mentoring program, this is the show for you to watch. And we're going to start with a program called My Sister's Circle. And joining me is Lachey Felder, who's the Development Associate. But you also went through the program yourself.
Yes, I did.
So you were mentored years ago. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
First, tell me about My Sister's Circle, what it is, and then we'll talk about your experience in it.
Okay, so Sister Circle was founded in 2000 by our current executive director, Heather Harbison. She and Baltimore principal, Dr. Irma Johnson, who was at that time the principal of Dallas Nicholas Elementary School, they came together with Dr. Johnson's concern that she had all of these girls in her 5th grade group who were so promising academic-wise and had such great potential, but when she found that when they were transitioning out of elementary school, she was losing touch with them, and they were often becoming prey to, urban risk factors. Teen pregnancy is a high risk for women in Baltimore, the potential of not graduating from high school. So she wanted to do something to intervene at that point in time, and that's where Sister Circle was born, essentially, beginning with 5 girls. Heather took those girls into an after-school program, and she, sorry, I messed up.
That's okay. What did she keep going? You're good.
She mentored them, and she found resources to help them with that transition into middle school and beyond. And from there, the cycle continued, recruiting and identifying girls who fit that mold, who really needed that extra push, and who could really benefit from having a mentor. And Sister Circle was actually on the forefront of the long-term mentoring model. The average mentor relationship is about 1 to 2 years, but Heather and the Sister Circle team thought, well, friendships can't last 1 year. You don't make a new friend and then say bye after 1 year. So that's where the long-term came in, and our average matches last from about 10 years now.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Now, how did you get involved?
So I was actually selected when I was in 5th grade at Dallas Nicholas by Dr. Johnson in the program's, I want to say, 5th year of operation. And Heather Harbison, the team was still very small at that time. I was in an after-school program with 5 other girls. We met to go over different social emotional activities. We went on cultural field trips, and they really helped us see life beyond our doorsteps in Baltimore City, really exposed us to a new world. From there, I was matched with my first mentor when I was in 6th grade. And she was with me throughout middle school. And unfortunately, she moved to Florida. So Sister Circle, wanting to retain me in the program, matched me with a new mentor who guided me from high school into college.
It's so fascinating to be able to have the whole mentoring process, because it's both parties.
Right.
And to be able to have a mentor for years, it becomes like a good friend, I imagine.
Right, so the importance of mentoring is really having someone to be an advocate for our young women, because the school system doesn't always have all of the resources that we need. They do meet us in most places as far as transitioning to the next grade level and on-time promotion, but sometimes girls need an extra push with how to determine which way they want to go. We know that not everyone wants to go to college, but we also know that our youth, in order to be successful, need to be job and career ready by 26 is the new benchmark. So we really guide our women and empower our young women to really make those decisions for themselves, and we facilitate that and we nurture them every step of the way.
Now, where are you? Do you pick certain schools, or the kids pick you?
So we're actually in 3 partner middle schools in East Baltimore. We're at Henderson Hopkins, Commodore John Rogers, and City Springs Elementary Middle. Our school administrators actually select 10 girls from each of those schools who they feel best fit that mold of girls who have immense promise, but it's not always reflected in their test scores or in their classroom behavior. But if they have just an extra push and more positive adult interaction out of school, that they could reach their fullest potential. So the administrators and teachers have a say in the girls entering the program. We work with them throughout 6th grade in the after-school program, and then we actually invite them to become mentees before they're matched with a mentor. So not only are the mentors making a commitment to the girls, but the girls are actually intentionally making that commitment to their mentors as well.
Now, the mentors that you find out there,
yes.
How do you train them? How do you find mentors? Because I imagine you need plenty.
Yes. So
And you're always looking for more.
yes. So each year we take in 30 girls,
Mm-hmm.
spread out among those 3 schools, and a lot of the times our mentors come to us. Our mentors that are currently in the program, they're our strongest referrals. They often reach out to friends who have similar interests and who are interested in mentoring a young woman. Usually they're women who have kids already or they work in schools, but we don't have one particular mentor mold. Really, we look for women who are really invested in advocating for a girl and realizing that she needs a positive female role model to really stick by her and just be there for her.
And so you go over basics with them of what,
Oh,
what
yes.
you expect from a mentor. And
So our average time commitment for our mentors is about 4 to 8 hours a month.
Okay.
But we help our mentor-mentee pairs meet that time commitment by providing them with monthly activities. Recently, our girls enjoyed a private party at Skateland. We have in the past gone to performances at Center Stage, the Hippodrome. We also have educational activities as well. We partner with Star Trek Adolescent Health Program with the University of Maryland to talk to our girls about sex and sexuality. And in turn, we also trained our mentors on how to facilitate
How to
positive
teach them.
conversations
Well,
about those relationships.
Sounds awesome. And
Thank you.
certainly you went through it and here you are working there.
Yes.
So you are a success story. But
Thank you.
My Sister's Circle. Awesome. So thank you for being here and congratulations.
Thank you for
Sounds
having me.
absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
Sounds great. When we come back to Straight Talk, we're going to hear more about mentoring programs for girls in Baltimore. So stay with us. We're coming right back to Straight Talk.
Who helps a hero? Who tells the story of their scars? The freedom and safety of so many, of us all, is earned by the sacrifices of so few. Who helps a hero? We all do. The Gary Sinise Foundation works to support America's defenders and strengthen their families through entertainment, the construction of smart homes for our wounded heroes, and by inspiring and educating others to also support the veterans within their own communities. We enjoy the benefits of their sacrifice and service each day. Now it's time we serve them. Find out how you can help our heroes at GarySiniseFoundation.org. While we can never do enough to show our gratitude to our nation's defenders, we can always do a little more.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
That's
Hi, welcome back to Straight Talk. We're talking about mentoring programs for girls in the Baltimore area. And we have a really, I think, a great program started by a former police officer in Baltimore City, which makes it even more exciting. Joining me is Darlene Kreider, and she is the founder of Sisters in Law.
Yes.
Not Sisters-in-Law, but Sisters in Law, because you were in a law enforcement officer.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
Sounds
you.
like a great mentoring program. You were with the Baltimore City Police Department?
Yes, for 23 years I was in patrol in East Baltimore.
Now, is that how you got started
Yes.
the mentoring program? Because
Yes.
you were out there on the streets working and seeing girls?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, we got to start because a lot of young girls I was seeing were late for school. They were getting in trouble, and I would just talk to them one-on-one, you know, hey, what's going on? And they were going through a lot. So I told them, you know, hey, let's get together. I started a group called From Young Girls to Young Ladies. And we would meet once a week, and I would just meet with them to, you know, give them hope, inspiration to do more than what they want to do with plans in life, and just to give them that hope that they can do better. You know, but take them to school, take them out to eat, and have meetings, and just try to get them involved and to lift their spirits.
And this is while you were still a police officer?
Yes.
And what did you see good results?
Yes.
Did you see more girls?
Yes. I retired, but when I was doing it, I see young girls striving, making better grades. I have one young lady who went to 4 middle schools. I would pick up, take her to school. Now she's preparing for the law exam. I have other girls that went off to the military. So I retired in 2008, and I stopped. And I felt a loss. And I would attend church in East Baltimore, and I would still see these young ladies out there doing what they were doing before I left the patrol. And I decided to go back into the community. And now at this time, we have a center, and it's called Sisters-in-Law at 1430 East Lanvale Street. It's a property that Zion Baptist Church let us use. It's a house, and the girls meet every Thursday. We do activities, we go on trips. I have nutritionists came in for classes, they have sewing classes. Now on Saturdays, I go pick up the girls, and they're attending etiquette classes. So that's what we're doing now.
Now, where are you getting the girls from? Are they coming from the schools, the community?
Well, I go to Bernard
I mean, you had a
Hurst.
pretty good
Yes.
network.
I'm in the Oliver community.
Okay.
So a lot of the girls come from the Oliver community. Since they move, and we transport. We come back and pick them up. It's myself and 2 other retired officers that are mentors, and we also have a retired lieutenant from corrections that's a mentor. So we take turns. We go pick up the girls, and we have some from Park Heights area and a couple from West Baltimore. We meet every Thursday, and sometimes it changes other days if we have trips or if we go away.
So you bring them back to the house.
Yes, and take them back
the
home.
house that you have, and,
yes.
and you can start
It's
doing
a full house. We have
the
kitchen,
seminars,
cooking.
the education.
Yes, we hire tutors and educators to come in to help us.
Any age limit, or?
We start at the 5th grade. I usually go to Bernard Hurst, but our girls stay. Usually from the 5th grade till they finish high school and go off to college. We stay in contact with them.
So can you have more? I mean, you have
Right now we have 13 girls.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, because we're more so like a family.
Right,
I'm Aunt
right.
Darlene, Nana, Mama.
13 girls, a big
Yes.
family.
So sometimes we go to my house or other officers' houses. Like in the summertime, they have pools. We take them out there. So we're kind of close knit, like a family.
Well, you were on the streets working as a police officer.
Yes.
You see what goes on out there.
Yes.
And here you are doing even more with the girls. The whole idea of mentoring and the whole concept, I mean, it sounds like we need a lot more.
We need a whole lot more.
I mean, it really
It
does. I mean,
Because
everyone we
some
talk
little
to
girls,
seems it
all
works.
they need to hear is you could do it.
Yeah.
You're okay. And it's amazing how they feel so good, and we just go all out. If they come back with all A's or certificates, we take the certificates, we put it on the wall, we let them choose where they want to go out to dinner, we reward them. And we tell them every day, we got mirrors all around the rooms, you're beautiful. They have to look in the mirror, they have to do little portraits about themselves. And you can see over the years, that's the rewarding part of seeing how they change, go off to college, and then I have the college girls come back to talk to the younger girls about, you know, what they went through.
I mean, when you think of the alternative, what else? There's not that much for
Right.
them to get involved with. And the
Right.
chance of getting in trouble and meeting the wrong
It's
people.
easy. It's so
I mean,
easy
you
to get
were
in
out
trouble.
there, you know what goes
It's
on
so
out
easy
there.
for young girls to get in trouble. And it's amazing how we have one little girl that started, she came because she was fighting a lot in school, and then the next semester, no fights. So that meant, okay, darling, I'm going back to East Baltimore. So that's what I get out of seeing the young ladies improve.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've been a heck of a public servant. You know, not only just being a police officer in the city, but now here you are giving back. Now, we put all the information up there. I'm sure you need help. I'm sure you need
Yes.
resources.
We have a
You always
website,
do.
sistersinlawinc.com. All of the information is on there. All of our mentors have to be fingerprinted and background checked, and we reimburse you for that. But we
Right.
are open not just to officers. Anyone that's willing and ready to give back to the community can more than welcome to come back to the
Well, I
mentor.
congratulate you on what you're doing. And
Thank
you
you.
for your service. Thank you for what you're doing now. You're really making a difference. Thank you.
Thank you.
When we come back to Straight Talk, we're going to hear about it, more mentoring programs to help the girls. We cannot have enough, and we're trying to just introduce you to a few of them. So stay with us. We're coming right back to Straight Talk.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes, B, console her,
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org. Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
Hi, welcome back to Straight Talk. We're talking about mentoring programs for girls in Baltimore, and we're learning a whole lot about a lot of programs. And I got two more for you here that are just doing a phenomenal job reaching out into the communities. One is called Divas, and the other is Fearlessly Loving Yourself. And joining me is Charlene
Yes.
Severino, who is with the Divas program.
Yes.
And we also have Roshida Harrell.
Yes.
Is with Fearlessly Loving Yourself, and also Kim Sauer. Welcome all of you. So give me a first overview of all the programs. Talk about Diva.
Okay, so Divas is a program where we have young ladies between the ages of 12 till about 17, maybe 18, and we work with them on so many different levels. We do a lot of workshops on conflict resolution, on just things that will help them improve in their self-esteem, etiquette, I mean, so many different topics that young ladies need to know about, that young ladies don't get enough of. And that is basically what Divas is. We love on these girls, we nurture them, and we really teach them how to go out and be confident in who they are. And sometimes it's a little challenging because they get a little nervous, but we work through it and they grow. They grow. They leave very different than when they came in.
Yeah, and what's that age that you're focused on?
Between 12 and 17 to 18,
and 17,
but
okay.
usually, yeah, we
That's
have
the
two
tough
different
age.
sets. It is.
That's the tough age. When
It
they're
is.
really going through a lot of changes.
Yes, you're trying to figure out who you are.
Yeah.
And having a group of mentors, of women that are confident in who they are and can teach them is so crucial at that age. So we're just really proud to be able to do this work.
And where are you getting the girls from?
So the girls are from different places. They come from different schools, and they get referred to our program, to BCAC, and they come through there, and then we work with them twice a week, and they go back home. But the most important thing is that regardless of where they come from and the type of reasons why they join the group, they really learn and grow so much while they're there with us.
And if they become successful, that's the whole idea of it.
Absolutely.
All right, Fearlessly Loving Yourself. Roshida, you want to give the overview of that?
Sure. So Fearlessly Loving Yourself is a mentor program for young ladies ages 8 to 18 in Southwest Baltimore. We have mentor groups for our 8 to 13-year-olds, and we have drop-in nights for our 14 to 18-year-olds, so they can come to our space which is we cultivate as a safe space, and they can come and learn about all different things that I know myself was beneficial to learn about being a mentee as a teen. It was great to have folks to teach me about financial literacy and self-defense and personal safety and things of that nature. So those are the things that we cultivate in the Southwest Baltimore community.
Sounds like all the skills you need to survive.
Yeah.
And that you may not get anywhere else.
Right.
I mean, I'm
right.
learning that the mentoring is really providing things that they're not getting, whether it's at home or school. You can't do it all,
Yes.
you know, but it sounds like you're really putting in some of the big things. Kim, you're involved also in that. Tell me your involvement here.
Yeah, so we kind of established it together, and we just realized that there is this need for different exposures for the youth in our city. So like Ro mentioned, things like financial literacy and those different things that you don't necessarily get in school that are so beneficial to not just survive, but also thrive. And so I try to assist the programming as much as I can, but Ro is really the star of them.
Well, how many kids do you have?
So we're a brand new program.
So you're brand new, okay.
We're a brand new program, so we are recruiting girls in the Southwest Baltimore community and also the surrounding schools in that community. So we actually have, our center is open last Friday of the month, that folks can come on in.
And yeah, most are coming through the schools for both programs, right?
Correct.
So the schools become really critical in what? Are they identifying the girls for DIVA?
So for DIVAs, actually, the girls are identified or referred through BCAC.
Right.
So they come to the program through BCAC. For Fearlessly Loving Yourself, the girls are referred through schools.
Okay, through the schools.
Yeah. So with Divas, you do have some girls that are referred through schools, but they have to kind of go through BCAC and then they come to us. So they're referred through schools, their parents, a lot of different people that work with the young girls on different capacities. Then BCAC gets the information and then it kind of comes to us and they are part of our program. And it's amazing, great program.
And you get in. It sounds like also that kids, no matter what the age is, they stay a long time. I mean, it must really be like a major support system for them.
It is, it is. So speaking from my own experience, I didn't get into my mentor program until I was about in the 7th or 8th grade. And I could tell that I could have benefited from being in a program earlier on in life in elementary school. So that once I got to this mentor program and they had so many things that they had to offer, it was almost overwhelming. It was just like, oh wow, I want to do this, I want to do that. What? College is a thing? So many things. So the earlier that we are able to attract young ladies in the city and get them thinking about their future, the better off I think that they'll be in society.
And especially working with the older girls.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are working, you know, that's a tough age. I mean, for them to want to show up at your house, at your center on a regular basis, that has to say a lot because they're being drawn now in all kinds
so many directions. So many directions.
How do you do that? How do you?
So the making it fun, thinking about how it was when we were teens and the things that we want to see, a beautiful space, television, technology, and then just making sure that we have our guard down enough that they want to pour into us, and then we want to pour out to them. So they want to ask us those tough questions that they may not be able to ask at home or in school, or have family members that they can ask. They know that we are those folks that they can always count on to answer those questions, whether you need from the smallest thing to the max. We're there to support them.
It's about being authentic. I think with a lot of our young girls, when they first come through to the program, it's a volunteer program, so they don't have to be there, and they decide to stay because they feel like, wow, these women really care about us, and we're authentic, we're real, we're honest. teenagers can pick up, young people can pick up when you really care about them and when you're there for them as opposed to just for a different reason. So those are the reasons that they keep coming back, and then you make it fun and you do activities and you really cultivate them, and they don't want to leave, honestly. Like I have just one of the ladies who did an activity with them, a Valentine's activity yesterday, and one of them was like, well, am I coming back next year? And I said, yeah, if you want to. She said, yes. Absolutely, I need to be there. So it's so awesome to see them grow 2, 3, 4 years and to move on, go to college, and to say these programs helped us get to where we are today.
I mean, it really sounds like you're giving them a safe place.
Yeah, 100%.
That, you know, when you think about the mean streets of any city, anywhere, that you need a safe place. And maybe it just sounds like this whole mentoring concept is getting bigger and better. But how do we pay for it? Do you guys get grants? You're nonprofits,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So you take donations and contributions, and maybe grants. I don't know where the funding is for all these great programs.
Absolutely. So from just as you said, so there's grants, there's donations, which we desperately need and love for folks to kind of help us and pour into our programs. And then it's us and our support systems, the folks that see all the good work that we are trying to do for these young ladies who kind of just pour in and give of their time and of their expertise.
And it's also the community investing in our programs because they invest in their youth. Yeah. So they see the need and they invest not just monetary, but you know, giving us support or making referrals or you know, encouraging the youth to come to our program. So it's that well-rounded investment into all of our programs that really make it work.
I mean, it just sounds like if I were running the city or listening to these mentoring programs, I'd say, hey, all the money we're throwing at other things, this seems to work.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does seem to work.
The children are the future, and that is where it needs to go, not to sound cliche-ish at all, but the children are the ones that are going to make the changes in the future. And if we do not invest in them now, then how are we to know that they're going to make the right decisions when they become adults and they're in the positions that we're in? So invest in them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, thank you all for what you do. They're fantastic. I've been so impressed with all these mentoring programs. I mean, we've got to make sure you guys grow.
Yes.
We need it. So thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Yeah. Today on Straight Talk, we're talking about mentoring girls in Baltimore. You heard 5 or 6 programs. Give them a call if you know someone that either wants to volunteer, contribute to the program, or if they need the program, give them a call. So I want to thank all my guests, all the mentors, and thank you for watching Straight Talk. We'll see you next time.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, reach out to us. We are available 24 hours a day. Visit us online at AmetusRecoveryCenters.com or call anytime at 833-754-9297.